video, we will discuss about detecting, analyzing, and recognizing a face in an image. So when it comes to face detection, analysis, and recognitions, these are very important tasks in computer vision when it comes to AI systems. This kind of features enable these AI systems to act more like humans, and they are able to understand the users better by interpreting their facial features. So when we talk about these three different features in a simple language, face detection is something like finding out if there is any face in the photo or a video and figuring out where they are. Okay. And when it comes to face analysis, it's like examining facial attributes or whatever the face that we have detected, gathering more information about it, like how old someone looks, what are their emotions in the image or a video, whether they are sad or whether they are happy or they are smiling, right? And when it comes to face recognition, it means you are trying to identify or you are confirming the identity of a person by comparing their face to list of some known faces that you have in your database, right? So it's some example, something like if you want to recognize some particular friend in a crowd, right? Then you can go for face recognition. So these kind of capabilities allow AI systems to interact with people in a more natural and empathetic manner, like how any normal human being will do. And then they can respond to these users, and this actually enhance the interaction and the personalization. Now, when it comes to two different options that we have for face detection, analysis, and identification, Azure offers Azure AI Vision Service, which can help to detect people in the image, and it also returns the bounding box for its location. If you want to go more deeper and understand or gather more information about the face, like location, attributes, head pose, identification, or any kind of landmarks of your face, right? Then you can go for face service. So face service offers more comprehensive facial analysis capabilities when it compares to Azure AI Vision Service. So it can do face detection, which your Azure AI Vision Service also can do along with bounding box. Apart from that, it gives more comprehensive facial features, like it can detect the head pose or presence of spectacles or whether their face is blurred or any facial landmarks or whether any kind of block you have in your in the face, like any kind of occlusion that is coming when it comes to identifying any face in the image. Okay. Or it can also do face comparison and verification, so whether the face that you're trying to identify is actually belonging to the person, that particular person which you're trying to search for. Or it can do facial recognition. Now here are some consideration when it comes to face analysis. See, when you are creating any AI systems that is using facial data, it is very important to think about responsible and ethical use of that facial data, because facial data can be sensitive and personal. So you need to take into account certain considerations like data privacy and security. So you need to treat your facial data with utmost importance and sensitivity, and you need to keep it private. You need to make sure that you protect this data from being stolen or misused, and it should store safely so that you should be using it only for its intended purpose, and you should not do any kind of data stealing here. Next, you have something called transparency. So when it comes to transparency, you should let people know that how their facial data will be used. So users should be aware who will see and use their facial data. and they should be able to understand and agree to use their data, so that you can use that facial data in your training of your models. Next, you have fairness and inclusiveness. So here you should make sure that your system should treat everyone equally and doesn't discriminate against people based on their looks, because you are going to use a facial data here. So your system should not unfairly target or harm any particular group of people. So by following these guidelines, you can ensure that AI system using facial data are safe, fair and respectful to everyone. So it's very important when it comes to face service. So these are some of the capabilities of your dedicated face service. Like you have face detection, where it also identifies the faces in the picture and it also provides the location of each face in the picture. It can also detect whether your your face that it has detected in the image has any of these attributes, like whether it's head pose. Head pose means what is the direction the face is pointing towards, or glasses, like what kind of glasses your face is wearing. Okay, and then you can detect how clear the face is in the image, or how well lit the face is. You can also determine if there is any visual disturbances in the image, or if something is blocking the face. Or you can identify the accessories, like if a person in the image is wearing glasses or hats or masks, right? Apart from that, you can also identify facial landmarks. So where you can find out the face key points like eyes, nose or mouth. You can do face comparison, where you can check if the faces in different pictures are similar or the same person, like if two people are same or not. Or you can do facial recognition. Here you can identify people by comparing any new image to the trained model of known faces. Next, you have face liveness. So here it determines if video is real or a fake, or you can stop people from tricking the system by identifying if the people in the image are fake or real. So this kind of service helps in many of the security systems also. Now let us see how it helps. Let us first understand how it compare the detected faces. Now let's say if you have two images, first what it does, it detects the face and it identify a GUID, okay, unique ID to your detected face. And this particular ID will be retained for 24 hours in your system. Let's say you want to compare two different, or you want to identify. So first, when you are providing that image to your face service, it will provide a unique ID to that particular image. Now this ID actually represents the facial features that is present in the image, and it has nothing to do with actual individual identity. Now, when any new customer is coming, they have to obtain the approval to use facial recognition features. So these 2 points are very important. There is a policy called limited access policy in Azure. And if you are using a face service, you need to get the approval to this limited access policy, and you need to get the approval for using facial recognition features, because here you are trying to store the face features of any particular person. Now once this ID is cached for 24 hours, now whenever new images are coming as an input to your face service, it can compare those faces to the cached identity and determines whether they are similar, or it can do any kind of verification if you want to do. So this kind of comparison is useful for confirming if the same person is appearing in two different images, and this can be done without knowing their actual identity. So this kind of application or this kind of use case is very useful when it comes to identifying a person who is entering a secured space, Let's say you want to make sure that any person who has entered a secured space has also left from that place. So this kind of comparison of the faces of people who've entered and who've left can help you verify whether your area is secured or not. Okay, so that's how you can use this face service to compare the faces. Now when you have to implement this facial recognition model, you need to do training of your facial recognition model, and these are some steps in brief about how you can achieve it. So first and foremost important step is you need to have approval through limited access policy. And when it comes to actual steps of designing this facial recognition model is you need to create a person group which actually define the individuals. Like you create a group, like if you have some set of employees, you create a group of those employees. After that, you add each individual as a person in the person group. So once you have defined the person group, you actually add the images of your employees as a person. Now add multiple detected faces to each person. So once you have defined a person, like now Jan is one person here, Joe is another person here. Within that person, you are adding multiple faces with different angles or different poses. After the faces are added, IDs of these faces will be assigned, and these IDs are not going to expire because we are storing them as a persisted faces. And once you have stored all the faces of your persons or of your whatever kind of individuals you're trying to detect, you train your model. Once you have finished training the model, then you going to use that model in your application to identify the individuals in the image, or to verify or identify the detected face, or to find any similar face in your new image based on the persisted face. So these are the steps that you need to perform before trying to use this face recognition model. This was about detecting, analyzing and recognizing your face in the image using Azure AI Vision Service or Face Service. Thank you.